Merry meet Libra. Libra, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Libras. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Shirley and the lovely Lieri. And moderating on Twitch is the lovely Honeypaw. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you to... Oh, this is the old reading. This is not your reading. Thank you to all of you Libras and friends of Libras for joining us today for this 2-week reading for all you Libras starting today, the 18th of March, 2023. Somebody was at my door, so I had to go check and make sure that it was locked because they were trying to get in. I forgot to take down the old reading. This is a 2-week reading for all Libras, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign starting today, the 18th of March, 2023. Going out to all you Libras, whether you're watching live or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of Libras, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, you can just disregard it because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out one of the other zodiacal readings for your other signs, all of which are available for restream here on Twitch and on YouTube. Or remember that we also have a general reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. I don't read with card reversals, so don't worry a thing about it when you see me flipping cards right side up. It's just the way I like to read. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. We don't have our super stickers or super chats yet on our channel because we're brand new. That's coming soon. So in the meantime, all you can do if you want to give us a donation is to go to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have all of the tarot decks that I read with that are in print for sale there. It's an affiliate store, so we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support with either your donations or your shopping or both. If you are on YouTube, watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch all of our videos on Twitch without any ads simply by subscribing to us there. Libras, I'm so happy that you are here today. I'm going to do my very, very best to give you the most accurate reading I can. And to that end, I'm going to shuffle one more time, give it a nice clean cut, and then we will see what's in the cards for all of you gorgeous, amazing, fabulous, and beautiful Libras. We've got an 8 of Wands, ooh, Yahoo. We've got a Valet d'Espée, so that means the Page of Swords, and we've got a Page of Cups. So it's all about news. It's all about information. It's all about what you're listening to. And it looks like you're having a hard time deciding whether you're going to listen to the lies or the truth, the bad news or the good news. And it really, a lot of times you hear that and you think, well, shouldn't I know everything? Yeah, it's okay to be informed about everything, but what are you taking in? What are you asking to be the information that informs you, that informs your actions, that informs how you're going to respond to things in the world? And really, it's one or the other. It's you can't go east and west at the same time. You can't go up and down at the same time. You have the option of one world or the other. And this idea of flip-flopping back and forth, which is what this 8 tends to want to do because it's mercurial, is a high stress place to be. So if you notice that you're a little stressed, it's because you're trying to do 2 things at once. So this 8 is talking about letting something die. Die is maybe too strong of a word. Letting something end or letting things end. Letting things just take care of themselves. Letting things complete themselves. And to allow yourself to question the information that you're willing to hear. Right? Because this Page of Swords likes to be all about lies and mistruths and misunderstandings, whereas this Page of Cups is all about good news and truth and inner peace. So if you notice that you're being hooked by conspiracies or hooked by lies or hooked by whatever is causing you to lose your peace, information that's causing you to lose your peace, and that can even be, searching online for for information. It's like, well, what are your search terms? What are you looking for? What are you trying to find? It's a lot of times we think, well, I'm just, searching for the truth, but it's not the case necessarily if you're, if your search terms are trying to get your results to support whatever it is that you've already decided, right? Whereas this is saying, I don't know anything. And that's so peaceful. I don't know anything. I don't need to know anything. Everything that I need to know is given to me. I can just sit and listen. And all of the things that I need to know are going to be given to me straight from infinite intelligence, and I don't need to concoct a thing, right? And you know that too, because you do that about half the time. That's Libra, right? So half the time you're sitting and listening to the wisdom, and the other half of the time you're kind of searching for the lies. And when I say lies, I don't mean necessarily lies about like where people are like lying about things in the world purposefully to try to deceive us, although that can be part of it. When I say the lies, I'm talking about, the lies about yourself. Libra, sometimes what you do is you think that it's that maybe you're being honest with yourself, when in reality what you're being is mean to yourself. Sometimes you just think that we need to know the cold hard truth, when in reality what you're doing is you're giving yourself an excuse to delay your happiness and to delay your peace. So it's saying, let that end. Let a lot of the stuff end where you're trying to come up with ideas all on your own. You're trying to think all by yourself. Let that end. Instead, try to have a day or two where you just have an openness about you, where maybe you spend a few minutes every day in deep contemplation, silent meditation, and then you go out about the world being willing and open to not know anything. And just be willing for infinite spirit to lead you and to guide you and to fill you up. It's what they call in Zen being like an empty rice bowl. See, this page of swords doesn't have anything other than a bunch of data, and it wants more data to support the data that's already in its head. Whereas this page of cups doesn't know anything. And so is always being filled with wisdom, always being filled up with spirit, because it doesn't contaminate its cup, its container with anything. It doesn't come up with its own information at all. It allows spirit to fill its container up. So let's open this up, because that's you're in a big club there, Libra. I mean, that's kind of like the human condition, but it's really obvious that you're kind of, like I said, in that high stress place where part of you is saying, no, I need to know everything, and I know what I'm doing, and me. And the other side is saying, I don't know, I just want to be filled up, and you can see how you can't really do both at the same time. And that can be very stressful. Here's that King of Swords. Here's that Nine of Swords. And here's a Two of Wands. So let's start over here with the King. The King of Swords is those parts of our own psyche that don't want to change, that don't want to be different. They want status quo. And the problem with that is that what they want to have be status quo is conflict, is the parts of us that are you get like, it's like a drug. It's like if you're addicted to, I don't know, let's say speed or cocaine, you get a rush. So for a minute it feels like, oh yeah, this is great, and then it goes, and then you have all the fallout from it, right? And that the problem with drugs is that you're always chasing that first high. It's never going to be as good as that first one. And it's the same kind of thing with the King of Swords, with that being right. That's its drug. It's that need to be right, that need to have some sort of a case against yourself or somebody else. And at first it seems like, oh yeah, that's good. But it never feels good after that. And there's so much fallout. There's so much of a hangover from that need to be right? So it's this 8 of Wands, which is that Mercury card, is saying we want to put an end to you going after that, to searching for that King of Swords inside of you as being something that's going to save you and help you. Now, this 9, because it's saying here that this 9 of Swords is the direct outflow of that King of Swords energy, and that's worry. And that worry comes from you, again, being open only when you're only open to the information to support these beliefs. And so, and it's self-perpetuating. Now, on this other side, where you're saying, wait a minute, I want to put an end to that. I want to let that Mercury energy put an end to that pattern so that I can be like this empty rice bowl that is filled up. Even then, you're going to notice maybe a little impatience with things, but it's a kind of a good impatience in this case, because what it is the desire to be vigilant, to stay on track, to stay on that innocent track where you are being filled up with inspiration rather than having no room for inspiration because you already filled up your mind with all of these ideas. So the idea here being, let me just ask myself, what if everything I ever knew was wrong about the entire universe? What if all of it was wrong? Would I be willing to give it up? Right? And then you get this impatience, which is saying, yeah, but then what do I fill it up with? See, the thing you want to fill it up with is not coming from your own mortal mind. It's coming from your higher mind. And that higher mind knows exactly what it's doing. It knows exactly what it's doing. So you're at a precipice, Libra, and it can feel like you're standing on the edge of the abyss where you have to hop over that abyss. Otherwise, you're going to be swallowed up for eternity. That's kind of how it can feel. But that's not quite the case. The abyss that you are on the precipice of is the abyss of your own mind's making, of this King of Swords making. And the way to get over that abyss is by saying, what if it's not true? What if none of it's true? What if every single thing I believe is wrong? And being willing to let that be the case. And you know what you'll find is that when you let yourself be filled up by infinite intelligence has this sorting out process where you're going to realize not everything was wrong. A lot of what you know is actually perfectly valid. It's just that what it's attached to is not. So if you can just let go of all of it, which is what this is, just let go of all of your ideas and just be willing to be filled up by spirit, you're going to notice that you keep the best and leave the rest, but you're no longer under the burden of having to make those decisions yourself. It's decided for you. So allowing yourself to have over these next couple of weeks daily moments of silent contemplation where you just let go of your own plethora of data that you've amassed and let a higher wisdom come and sort through it for you. And be willing to let some of those old concepts go finally. They've served you in the past, but they don't serve you anymore. And your favorite things aren't going to go away. Only the manner in which they could possibly hurt you will go away. All right, so this is like an initiation that you're going through, and that can sound scary, but it's so exciting, Libra. You've been working up to this for years, and this is a really good, exciting and important time for you to really break through to the next phase of your existence, and it's going to be fabulous. So just allow yourself to trust that your higher self knows exactly what it's doing, and you don't need to be in charge of any of it. That's the thing about an initiation, is you don't get to know what's coming. You just have to trust your initiator. Believe me, your initiator knows what they're doing. Good job, Libra. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Shirley, Lieri, and Honeypaw. See you in 2 weeks, Libra. Blessed be.